Hi guys, it's 21st of December. I'm back in the shed and I have to say it is really cold, but it's so pretty out here today I couldn't resist it. And anyway, I am sick of Christmas television on for 7-year-olds right now. So yesterday I uploaded a video about how to get rid of your cold fast. As you see, I'm okay today. I'm not 100%, but yes, it's gone. I've just got a bit of a sniffle, so that's great. And I remembered that I owed you a video about skincare. So I'm going to make it quick because, yes, it's cold, simply. But also, there's not a huge amount to tell you. Skincare is very simple. So you already know the basic oils that we use for normal and dry skin. We use some rose oil or some geranium oil if you can't afford the rose oil. Not quite as good, but very close. If you've got very pale skin like mine that's reactive, then jasmine is beautiful. And if you do my course, there's quite a big section on jasmine for skincare because it's what I use these days. I used to use rose, but as I get older, jasmine seems to suit me better. Yeah, more mature skins, especially actually if somebody's been a smoker and the skin gets quite thick and compacted, or if they've got rosacea, then I would always use neroli oil. And for old skins, very mature skins, so for your nan, a bit of frankincense, beautiful. We used to sell a lot of frankincense oil and use it, we call it frankincense and polyfiller. So yeah, and if the kids have got greasy skin, hormonal changes, then we're using lavender. And you know that lavender's a bit of my pet hate for me. People are always saying put lavender on the skin. It's going to dry it, guys. Please don't put it on unless you've got greasy skin. The odd drop on a zit, fab, but don't use it for long. It will dry your skin out. When I was younger, not so much now, but when I was younger, I had a greasy tea bar down there. Always had spots on my chin. And ylang ylang. Ylang ylang is a really balancing oil. It balances the hormones. And so if you've got a greasy area, then it reduces the sebum production. And if you've got a dry area, it brings it up. So it's lovely balancing oil. I love ylang ylang, I have to say. I have fads on it. I think it must be something to do with my personality at the time because it's very sweet, isn't it? And if I'm not particularly a sweet person, I'm like, ugh, makes me nauseous, too sweet. But if I'm feeling nice, then a bit of ylang ylang is good. So what about if you want to really tailor your skincare? Because there's your base, so you would mix it into a moisturiser or a nourishing cream, or of course your facial massages. And everybody's always saying to me, how do I make my skincare? Well, the answer to that is I either use Mum's that she makes, and you can buy that on Etsy. Her shop's called The Apothecary One. If you pop over and have a look, The Apothecary and then the number 1. And I always say, please bring me some more moisturisers or night creams or whatever. And I just drop my creams into those, but my oils into those. But likewise, you know, as the skin's getting older, it needs all the help it can get. And Aldi do a really good cream which has got Q10 in it, so I use that. Take the top off, put some jasmine in, screw the top back on, that's it. Likewise, they've got a caviar oil, a caviar cream, which I use for night cream. So I just buy it off the shelf, but you just search it. There's loads of information on how to make creams. Or if you have a look in my 50 easy recipes for dry skin, or the book with easy recipes for Christmas, there's lots of skincare recipes about how to make body butters, that kind of thing in there. You probably won't catch me making them on screen because I've always left it to Mum. And frankly, the kitchen's always too much of a mess to have a go at it. But so you've got your base, you've put your primary oils in, so whether it's your rose, your jasmine, your frankincense. Incidentally, I should have said I also use jasmine if somebody has acne. particularly for lads, because it doesn't smell like your nan, which lavender does. So jasmine's very good, or vetiver as well, very good for oily skins or dry skins for men, because that has the same sort of action as the ylang ylang does. And of course, for those of you who have read my helichrysum book, helichrysum too, especially for acne, because it's so good for scarring. And if you read my helichrysum book, you'll know that you need to either go to find one from Corsica or from Bulgaria that has very high levels of acetate, nerol acetate, which is what is so good for the skin. But all of that's in my helichrysum book. But yeah, so tailoring. So for example, if you work on a computer and your skin, I don't know if you ever noticed, when I worked in an office, when I was working as a recruitment consultant, I never saw daylight. I really didn't. And I'd be in front of a computer all day and under fluorescent lights, and probably the lack of sunlight made a difference, but my skin was really, really dull, and it didn't look very nice at all, regardless of how many drops of rose I was using. And it came to the idea dawned on me that it could possibly be that I was absorbing a lot of positive ions off the screen and from the fluorescent lights. Now, you will all have heard of free radicals, I'm sure. Free radicals are the things that age our skin and cause cells to die. And so we use antioxidants in our food, but in terms of neutralizing positive ions and stopping these free radicals on our skin, cypress oil. Cypress oil is lovely, and also it's very good for, it's like a diuretic oil. So if you've got puffy skin, then yeah, cypress is very good for alleviating the puffiness. If you get puffy eyes, then a bit of cypress, and also angelica seed I find is very, very useful. So I would recommend putting that into just like an aloe vera gel and just using that around the eyes a couple of times a day. Also some celery seed oil, very good for puffy eyes. And yeah, same again for the decongesting the skin after you've been on the computer and stuff. If it's gone dull, then those are really good ones. Another one that restores the brightness to the skin, especially, you know, after you've had sunburn and your skin goes very, very red and it peels, and then afterwards it looks horrible, doesn't it? So cardamom oil for that, and also patchouli oil are very, very good. And I know Mum makes a fantastic skin protection cream that I always used to use under my makeup in the winter. It's a bit heavy for my skin now, but when I was younger it was lovely and waxy and made this the makeup go on really nicely. And that was patchouli and cardamom, and I think jasmine as well, if I remember rightly. So those are very good. What else can I tell you? If you dirty skin, my skin's not dirty anymore because I live in the countryside, but anybody from the UK will know that since I lived near the M6 and junction 10 of the M6, which is one of the very busiest highways in the country, you can imagine what the pollution was like, and my skin was always dirty. Carrot seed oil. So what I would recommend to you is to put carrot seed oil into your cleanser. What else? I've got my box in front of me as a little bit of a prompt. Oh yeah, calendula. If you've got reactive skin or sore skin or chapped skin or eczema or any of that kind of thing, calendula. Now what I would say to you is not the absolute, not the essential oil, get a carrier. In particular, if you can get a maceration, they're beautiful. I don't know if you can hear it. Suddenly it's really started to rain hard. I wouldn't be surprised if everything starts falling off the windows in a minute. Welcome to the Shropshire Hills. Never get any warning at all. It just comes off the hills. In fact, looking over there, can't see the hills anymore. We're in cloud. What else? Cedarwood. Cedarwood's lovely for very dry skin. Dandruff. And did you know cedarwood is apparently able to stimulate hair growth, as is spikenard. So if you've got if you're worried your hair's going, might be the deal. And I would put it in jojoba, because there's quite a lot of research that says jojoba helps hair growth as well. What else have I got in the box that I could tell you? Well, a lot of lavenders, that's for sure, in the other box. Oh, Melissa. Melissa is a really good anti-allergenic. So if you are reactive to a lot of things, hypersensitive, then yeah, a bit of Melissa goes a long way. I would only really use 1 drop, and in particular, normally I'm not that fussy about using the Melissa type, which is one that's been diluted down with another couple of oils, usually lemon verbena, because it's such an expensive oil. It's oh, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's something like 0.03% yield. It takes a lot to make an essential oil, so they cut it down. But I think if you have got very reactive skin, look for Melissa True. It's not going to be cheap, but that will really help to calm down your skin. And I would use it with some chamomile and violet leaf. Now violet leaf's not cheap at all, and I don't know if I've got any to show you. 1 second. Oh, I've got violet resinoid. No, I always nick Mum's. It's very thick oil, dark green, and just beautiful, so gentle, and it's very good if you've got very reactive skin. I was just thinking, I knew what I was going to say next, and it's gone. Blackheads. Have you got blackheads? Grapefruit. A drop of grapefruit oil in your mix would be fantastic. Now, what I will say is, with these oils like bergamot, grapefruit, lemon, phototoxic. So if you're not careful, you are going to be blotchy. So yes, use, oh, here comes the train. Yes, use your grapefruit oil, but use it at night. So it's got plenty of time to wear off for the morning when you go out. Not that there's a great deal of sunlight at the moment to cause you to go blotchy, but it's a good habit to get into for the summertime. Open pores. Myrtle oil is fantastic for open pores. And what I might do is do some more videos where I expand on these and how to use them in treatments. But hopefully, it's probably common sense, but maybe you're not doing it. This book is written with really big spaces, and look how much space is on a page. And that's deliberate, because I write on my pages all of the time. So perhaps go and get your book and start writing. So for example, like nutmeg, loads of notes. If you're watching my videos and perhaps watching, I don't know, Andrea Boutier or Robert Tisserand or David Crowe, there's some good stuff to be had out there. And where do you write it? You know, if you're not careful, that information's everywhere. Get the book out, scrawl in the book. That's why I made it big. So yeah, that's skincare in a box, really. I will do more videos to expand on it, but now the wind's getting up, as you can see. It's getting very shimmery with my my pansies are getting very shimmery. So I shall leave you there and say, guys, thanks so much for all the lovely messages about me being ill yesterday, and even thank you to Debbie, who went and bought me some Ravensara oil and sent it to me. You are all so lovely, and I really appreciate everything that you do and all the support. So just subscribe, and we'll see if we can get more information out to you. I have to say, takes a lot of energy to come out here in the cold and do these videos, but since Minecraft has taken over my house, we'll see what we can do through the Christmas period. Anyway, toodle pip, as they say, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.